really tired as well. Okay, here you go. I'll go after you.
The most asked question on my YouTube channel and in my DMs is, what do I think you actually need to start a YouTube channel? And today I'm removing all of the excuses that are out there, because today DJI challenged me to film the whole YouTube video you see today with their new DJI Nano, the tiniest camera they have in their lineup. It is really tiny, I can actually chew it. But that doesn't mean that there is no image quality. It still has 10-bit color depths, can film 4K 60 frames per second, and is actually magnetic, so you can mount it everywhere. I really think we live in the area of the lowest entry barriers of doing content. Doing content with such a tiny thing and still have it look good is incredible. And I tried to tell you a lot of lessons I learned while doing content while we do this. So let's hop onto the DJI, go to sleep, and then tomorrow we start with a swim session. So we first start the vlog with a swim session, and what I really like about the tiny cameras is what an easiness. You can mount them in places where it would take forever to put on a cinema camera. So what I learned from making YouTube videos for now half a year is that sometimes you have a wonderful framing and picture, but the audio is off. And video is just not picture, it is picture and audio combined. Good audio is important. When I use the DJI products, I always have my DJI Mic Mini around me because it's so easy. Both connect wirelessly and then I just have it here or somewhere else. And I actually have crisp audio. It's also important to switch up the angle here and there. And with the tiny cameras, it's actually so much easier to just redoing the setup. I mean, I would recommend you to not think about what other people think while you are filming in public. But I can guarantee you, life is so much easier when it's just a nano, a tiny camera, and not a big rig. To the 2, to the 3, everything falling in line, ooh, lucky me. This is exactly what action cams are about. We can film action, you can film everywhere. Especially in public places like a swimming pool. It's impossible to get a cinema camera in. And it has reasons, but with an action camera you can just show at least that part of your life for a tiny bit. Of course the action camera is also waterproof.
Keep it fresh, y'all. Yes, y'all. Microphone check, y'all. Yes,
And as this is a sports YouTube channel, we are running back home instead of driving. And then I'm going to give you my next lesson.
Yes, yes, y'all, gotta keep it fresh, y'all. From the north to south, east to west, y'all. Yes.
You can also reach retention just to angles that are more captivating than others. I can put this camera in so many places I haven't done it before. Dude, I love this mirror thing. You just put it on the mirror. I have two gels. You know what this means? This means long run. How cool is this, bro? Just with the magnetic lanyard.
So let me see your body rock. Get up. I'm on fire, burning with the fury. Disease called it hip-hop, not a doctor that can cure me. Diagnosis, just a lyricist. I'm a fiend, need the hip-hop vaccine to lubricate my bloodstream. Ain't no reverse in the ill effect. Symptomatically, I'm crazy, my prescription be to catch wreck. If you're feeling in no need for alarm, you can inject it in your system or take it in the capsule form. Word is born, ain't nothing wrong with this. Set your ignorance so as to look performances. Like a scientist, the method to the things I give them. Lyricism go to work on your metabolism. There ain't no antidote to analyze.
Show it, don't tell it. Right now I don't need to tell you I'm tired or I'm running, because you can see it from my heavy breathing and just from the picture itself. Because it's usual that we use vlogs and we say, no, I'm going to grab a coffee, and then we show ourselves grabbing a coffee. But you don't need to explain what you're showing anyways.
Y'all, yes, yes, y'all, gotta keep it fresh, y'all. From the north to south, east to west, y'all. Yes, yes, y'all.
The next lesson, FaceTime tone. And that is a thing I did wrong, I would say, in the beginning. I always thought I need to do it like, hey guys, hey, welcome back, blah, blah, blah. But actually I think you should do the talking parts, how you would ring a friend on FaceTime and have that energy.
Get up, let me see your body rock. Get up, wanna make your body rock. Get up, so let me see your body rock. Get up. When the mic's on, I'm like a python to the rhythm. Pointing to your system, my saliva be the venom. Lyric like acid when I spit 'em.
With a big camera, you always feel like you're intimidating other people, but now with this tiny nano camera, I don't care about filming in public.
Make them scream, burning through their system, now they're just in their bloodstream. They're trying to front and act like you never heard of me. I'll be the one sending them.
One of the most important things in my vlogs is pacing. You need to switch it up every few minutes. I don't like to switch it up too much, because then we are TikTok, but you need pacing, bro. The pattern needs to be interrupted every few minutes. Last part of the day is a gravel ride. Haven't been gravel riding for such a long time, but today it's not about what I do and why I do it. If you're interested in that, you can subscribe to the channel and watch my other videos. Today it's about the camera, and one handy feature of the Nano is it has horizon balancing. And while you film with an action cam, you cannot always think about framing. So I show you the difference with horizon balancing and without. Right now I have it on, so if I tilt the camera a bit, like up to 30 degrees, it keeps the horizon perfectly, so I don't need to worry about having the camera at a perfect angle. But if I actually turn the feature off, then I can tilt the camera, and then you have to worry about if you have a perfect looking image or if it's like that. Now we go into the forest and then I explain the next lesson to you. You should always get yourself some camera accessoires. I found out that the magnetic lanyard I was filming most of the POV shots in this video is not getting the perfect angle I want to have when I show my bike POV. So I'm using DJI's chest mount instead. And I understand that this can be a bit overwhelming to have everything and always buy new stuff. Just think about what you really want to film and need. And for me, having a bike POV is just necessary. And before you ask me how I filmed this one, I just attached this mount.
while I'm going home, there is the sun almost setting, and when you look out for a camera to get, especially when it comes to action cameras, there are differences in the sensor and image quality. So I would recommend to look out for a camera with the most dynamic range. The DJI Nano has 13.5 stops of dynamic range, which is a lot. So just make sure that you look out for that. Even in now more like low light, you get the best image possible. Okay, I have to admit that the magnetic lanyard is useful. It is handy because I can just easily, you know, I don't look like a content creator. I look like I'm just cycling without a chest mount, and I just take it and put it on. Maybe the framing isn't always perfect, but it's just handy to wear the lanyard below my jersey and then check, easily put it on. Overtake, film again.
Let me know what lesson was actually the most valuable for you. I mean, if you're new here, you maybe don't know, but I always take one of DJI's action camera around because I just love the colors. I love what you can do with it in post. To me, it's the action camera, and generally the cameras that, beside my Sony cinema cameras, look the most natural cinematic to me. I just never leave the house without one of them. And I'm not a tech guy. I mean, you can look up the specs. I always leave it on 4K 24 frames per second in ultra wide with rock steady on. That's how I film most of the content. I have an ND on it to still have motion blur in daylight, and that's how I leave it. But there are so many options with it that I didn't even max out the camera. I guess that's what the video is about today, that you shouldn't wait for the perfect camera with the right budget or whatever to do content. If you want to do content, if it's just for you, it's just for you. If you want to post it, fine. It's not the camera that's holding you back, it's yourself. So I hope this video encouraged you to start with what you have, a phone or maybe an action camera. You can really get good prices. It's great times we live in, so make use of it. Thank you for tuning in, and see you in the next one. Take care.